Okay, hi, this is Stephanie, and I'm doing my second day of podcasting. And I'm going to continue doing this until this bleeping pandemic ends. Because this has to get over fast. It's hitting home, and we're hearing. I've heard from enough people who have lost family members or friends. I mean, I knew someone who just died today, and it's scary. And then when I look at the signs, symptoms of of this virus, and it says like excessive coughing. I've been having that for 6 weeks, and bronchial problems. I've been having that. I went to the doctor for that 6 weeks ago. Actually, and now it's scary. So I'm going to get tested. But tonight I want to talk about everybody has a bucket list, or most people do. And the bucket list, is what you want to do before you go. And so I'm going to say what mine was before, and then I'm going to say what it is now. Well, obviously, the stuff that's now, can change tomorrow. It's very hard to make a bucket list like this. But, before, my first thing, I went to Spain one time, and I'd love to go to Europe. Probably like for over a month, or at least. I would love to take a train, and go to many different countries to see the world by train. One thing I would love to do, I'm having so much fun kayaking. I always wanted to go down on the Colorado River on one of those rafts. I wouldn't do kayaking. I'm not experienced enough, but I would definitely do a raft. I've seen pictures of people having they must be having like an outrageous time. My third one, every year for my birthday, since I'm living in Florida, I guess for the last 15 years, every year I always said I wanted a kayak. Well, so that was my third, to buy self a kayak. And I didn't actually buy it myself. My husband bought it for me for my 50th birthday, so that was great. I would love to drive or ride in a Lamborghini. To me, that's like the ultimate type of car. You see them on the road there. Those amazing looking sports cars. That would be nice. And I guess the last thing, I wouldn't go skydiving, but I would love to experience the feeling of flying, and I would go into like an indoor skydiving place. I know that they have that maybe about an hour away from me. So that was before. Well, now maybe I'll, since I'm home, I'll paint my house by myself or with my family, my husband and daughter. That would be like a big accomplishment, and I would be like very happy, with my house being painted. What I've been thinking about for, since this happened, and since turning 50, but I wasn't, I guess, now I'm desperately thinking that I should have a will made up. So that's been on my mind. That's actually my new bucket list. I guess if I could, I would I love being around. Well, I love helping people, so I would like to volunteer, and there really is a need for that. And if I'm healthy enough, my fourth one would be like to donate blood or plasma, if it's safe enough for me to go, because I do have some health issues. With this going on, and I could be home for like who knows how long, maybe I could lose like 50 pounds. That would be great. And I know one thing that's I'd like to accomplish. I don't think it's going to happen. My dog has like so many freaking knots, and she doesn't. I'm going to try to brush her out, and I guess get her where she doesn't have any knots anymore. But that's not really so important to me. I mean, my real wishes are, I really want my house painted. I would love that. I would love to lose some weight. And I don't know how I'm going to make a will up. But I don't know. That's it's so important to me. I mean, it's important to all of us, but I don't know. Turning 50, that really kind of like struck me. This actually is what, this shit that we're going through, that's what really is pushing me to do this. And I'm sure I'm going to have a hard time, who knows, it's hard to, I'm sure I'll have a hard time finding a lawyer. I mean, to try to go to my doctor's not even in the office anymore. And his partner, they're not in the office. And the only way I can actually see my doctor, would be he wants to call me. So, I mean, it really sucks when you have when it seems like you have physicians that are going to stay away when they have so many patients, and you would think that they care about their patients, but it's just, I don't know, maybe they're, I could understand that they're frightened, but it's, there's a lot of things you can't just speak to a doctor over the phone, and I don't understand how they can diagnose you without seeing you. I mean, you can't, if you're going for a prostate exam, they have, you have to actually be there. You can't do that over the phone. And, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of us, if you are listening, I mean, our bucket lists, hopefully, people, got to accomplish a lot of things that they wanted to do. And, but I'm sure that it's, my list is changing. It changed. I mean, the main thing was I really would have loved to go to Europe and to be, traveling and seeing different countries by train. I heard that I think you pay like one price for the month, and you get on and off, and that's how you do it. But, I mean, even if this is over, I really don't think that I want to go traveling to another country so soon. But I think if it is over, what I will do, I'll go down to the indoor skydiving place, and I'll actually do that. I think that would be like something I can click off my bucket list, and I could even go to the Lamborghini dealership, and maybe I could test drive a Lamborghini. So I'm not gonna give up, and I'm gonna try to keep my ideas, and my desires open, and positive, that I can actually do it in the future. I mean, but it is hard when you hear what I'm thinking is like people, that I went to school with, who are only 1 year older than me, and they passed away. And it's just, it's like, it's horrible. So, I don't know, it's not like we can't get through with this. I mean, what I was watching on, from Dr. Fauci, he said that we had SARS and MARSI or something, a Mediterranean one, recent, in the recent, I think, last, I guess decades, and we got through those, and they're gonna come through with something. I mean, they have people like trying. He said they're doing stuff super fast, and they have a lot of people on top of this trying to get it so it doesn't affect us so horribly. Even though it is horrible, it is affecting us horribly. But they're doing everything they can so we can get through with this. And I know that they're gonna do it. I mean, if they could come out with medications that help people with HIV, and where I see it on TV, it says people are aren't even showing signs that they have it. It's like nearly undetectable. They say that. I mean, they'll come out with something for this super fast too, and they have stuff. They know what they're doing. But and that's about it. I hope everybody had a wonderful night, a wonderful day. I sure did. It's nice to be able to get out and at least get gas and travel in the car and sightsee a little bit. And tomorrow's a new day, and everything will be hopefully. Yeah, we'll have better news tomorrow. But anyway, take care, stay in the home, be safe, and be well.